Hello, welcome to Codes of Harmony. This is going to be a collective channeled message or channeled message for the collective, depending on the way that you look at it. Birds of a feather flock together is the message that is coming through with this spectacularly loud and amazing flock here that I hear every morning. They're cockatoos. And they're so beautiful and hilarious. And of course, we have the parting of the mist that we've been working with a lot recently on this channel. Please remember that this is channeled, that not everything will resonate for everyone. Only take what does resonate and feel true in your soul, and leave what does not for somebody else. Birds of a feather flock together. I believe that this message for the collective is about your spirit team, is about your soul family, is about the higher realms of guidance that fly above us, that are there even when we cannot see, or hear, touch or feel them. Please excuse having a little shamanic spit right there. I love my spirit team. And I feel like part of the work that we've been doing together around Hecate and the underworld, the descent into the underworld and the return, the ascent into the underworld, which is particularly connected to the dark feminine, as well as the dark goddess, that are two different things at the same time as one in the same. In the love revolution of the 60s and 70s, that I'll be speaking about more at some stage in the future, there was a rise in consciousness connected to feminism that brought about understanding and openness about people discussing their dreams of the dark goddess. And so thousands of women, particularly women, not only women, were coming forth with stories of their dreams and their astral space of meeting this dark goddess. And the dark goddess usually comes through in the form of a black woman, of an indigenous woman, of an ancient being who comforts, holds, heals, and connects. And that the dark goddess is also very deeply divinely connected to the beautiful cycles of death and rebirth. These cycles that the human collective have seemed to take problem with quite a bit throughout time, throughout the multiple layers of our individual and collective psyche. This message, I believe, is about listening to your spirit team, honoring and loving your spirit team, being grateful for your spirit team. There's one flying by itself. Is that going to be the leader? Is that the scout? Is that somebody going to check on another realm? Is that somebody going to check the perimeter and make sure everything is safe for you to continue journeying and working? Your spirit guides are wanting to talk to you more. Your spirit team is wanting you to know how much they care about you and love you. This is a really lovely message. There's another one. That one's not seen quite as loud. Please give me clear divine guidance to be most beneficial for everyone involved. Please allow me to safely move into the channel. I've been doing some really powerful work, as I'm sure you are if you found this little video. And I still don't understand why when I do a live here in the portal of YouTube, many people join, I mean many, whatever, but you know what I mean, it gets circulated to the humans. Excuse me. I was talking in my last channeled video about how triggering it can be for somebody to watch a shaman purge, to watch a shaman move energy, to watch a shaman dig out that which is deep within them, and of course mirrored within the shaman themselves, mirrored within the sacred space that they're in, within the other beings holding space, holding circle. Yeah. For this is looking into the eyes of the dark goddess. Looking deep, deep, deep into the dark well of death and rebirth. I'm seeing vultures in my mind. Many, many, many years ago, before I had any idea, consciously, I should say, what I am, who I am, I started channeling about vultures, this sacred connection between vultures and death, that there's this place where traditionally, you know, like tribally, traditionally, they would leave bodies to be consumed by vultures. Look at that, birds of a feather flock together. Can you see? Can you see? 3 lines, past, present, future. Yeah, so the vulture is a bird that has not the best rap, you know, but is sacred to this tribe in India, these peoples. India, of course, being connected to lots of ancient magic and has many, many portals, both into the underworld and the other world, as well as the ethers, the higher ups, to the sky, to the stars, to the galactic realms. I'm laying down for this one, y'all. I'm resting, I promise. Please give me clear divine guidance that'll be most beneficial for everyone involved. I'm seeing a V, like a V of birds flocking in the sky in my mind, which is also like so funny because I've just watched that flock of cockatoos move. I think I can hear another scout to the left of me, another type of bird to the right, all protecting me in this cacophony of magic, in this wondrous, interconnected, ever-shifting wheel of fortune, wheel of time, connected to the deep, deep roots of the tree of life. It's so beautiful. I also channeled earlier on a message that the gods don't argue when it comes to matters of the chosen ones. That doesn't mean that they don't argue about other things, of course. As many of the mythical creation stories say, as Persephone would tell you, as Hecate would tell you. And part of the story of Persephone and Hecate, or Hecate if you have an English accent, is that when she returned, she went to the masculine gods for help, you know. And at that time, those masculine gods of the ancient Greek pantheon, they were in a frequency of much war, of much bravado, and they didn't listen to Hecate. Birds of a feather flock together, past, present, future, over the timelines. That of course brings forth Odin's crows, or as they say in my tribal language, the Wiradjuri peoples, Wagam, Wagam. A lot of Aboriginal words sound like what they are. My middle name, one of my middle names, is Karamara. Karamara means rain, and it sounds like the rain, you know. My peoples used to have huge, huge corroborees all across the land. Corroborees where we would invite members of other tribes, even other tribes from over the seas, over the oceans. We would sit together and we would sing and we would dance and we would laugh and we would tell stories. And within those stories there would be messages. Messages that teach the young. Messages that speak to the spirits and honor the ancestors. We would have these great corroborees. And as we had those corroborees, it tended to the land, tended to the waterways. It freed lost souls. What a beautiful morning. It's stunning out here right now. It's so magical. Since I escaped the castle, since I escaped the tower of city life specific to me, I find these moments where I'm just so moved by the magic, majesty, the beauty, the power of the land, the sky, the seas, the salt around me, the quartz that I find embedded in the riverbed, the way the trees grow, how they grow so that the branches share space, how they grow so that each leaf can receive light, how the roots deep underneath the trees spread far and wide, and that those roots take all of the magic and nutrients and light and water that is absorbed through the tree above ground. They send that out, and they send it all the way out underground to other trees. And they say that, it's a funny expression, because as we know, what people say is not always the truth. And what is true, not everyone will say. Oi, oi, krrr. This is Codes of Harmony. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for being you. Thank you for all that you are. I love my spirit team, and I'm so grateful. I'm so deeply grateful for my ancestors, who I acknowledge and thank for their protection and guidance always. Birds of a feather flock together. I'm hearing the theme song to Charmed. I am the sun, I am the moon, I am human and I need to be loved, just like anyone else. I almost said does. I don't know if the words are does or else. Charmed may have some significance here. The TV show Charmed. Being human, but being not of this world. What a trip. What a ride. What a blessing. My sun sign is Leo, which of course is represented and ruled by the sun. So I'm made up of lots of solar energy that I'm sure some of you have caught rays of, glimpses of, or maybe even felt in the full fiery fury and wonder that it can be. My moon sign is in Scorpio, deep, deep water. And deeply connected to the underworld. And the psyche and ancient knowledge, ancient wisdom, as many different, any star sign, any combination of star sign. But I do think it's interesting that my sun sign is like so bright and so shiny, and then my moon sign is like so deep and so otherworld and so mysterious, and it seems to cause a few extra glitches in the matrix, if you know what I'm saying. I also want to acknowledge how grateful I am for the skills that each of these placements bring. I was born on the night of one of the heaviest rainfalls ever recorded. It rained and rained so much that my dad almost didn't make it to the hospital. And they said when I was born, I didn't cry. I just opened my eyes and looked at them with deep knowing, is what I feel that was. It also means that I have a very divine connection to the moon. I always have. I believe I always will. Let's see if some light language wants to come through. Oh yeah, was I talking about astral space? Was I talking about... Yeah, so, you'll get messages from your guides, your spirit team, at different times, different stages. And you may go through different waves, different seasons of when these messages will come. Part of my medical condition also means that I have extra plasma inside of my spinal cord and my brain, which can be connected to what a doctor would call insomnia. But it's taken me a really long time to learn that, that this particular very rare form of cancer that I had, that is hello. that is that is essential and part of my gifts, right? Very connected. I almost said connected. Wow, so that's wild. Because as I was walking up here, there was like a cloud that, like, dead set, looks like a keyhole in the sky. Maybe I'll put that on the front of this video. Okay. Please give me clear divine guidance to be most beneficial for everyone involved. Thanks again for being here. This is Codes of Harmony. Birds of a feather flock together. I just want to give extra love, gratitude, thanks to my spirit team, to my spirit guides, to my ancestors, to my higher self, excuse me. Also, Welcome to the shaman house. Being a medicine woman is a fucking ride and a half. And I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. Got the horses in the back. Boots in black mat and a hat in black mat, and I got boots to match. Riding on a horse, duking with your Porsche. I've been in the valley, you ain't been off that porch. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Shout out to Lil Nas. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. Ay. What are we at? 26:55 on the tick over clock. Move that energy, shift that energy, y'all. Let's rise up together. We got this. We have got this. So much love to my harmonic collective, yeah? As we continue to learn to harmonize together, as we continue to learn to share our voice, to speak as loudly as we need to. I believe some light language is coming through. Thank you also for clicking like, share, and subscribe, as it helps bounce out these messages to get to more members of the collective. Even though I know it's very evident by my work that my motivations are more off-world, right? And maybe underworld. Oh, I feel so much love in my heart. I feel so much expansion of my consciousness. This week will be a moon in Leo. When the sun and the moon meet, what magic can be made, hey? Kia oro taia iata. Oro ha o ira o me ai kromo i kia moroko e kia tara. Kia rata koia. If you don't know what light language is, welcome on in. Nyano ro. These are deep star codes from the deepest, deepest part of my heart. Haru awa koiaraka. Kia mo torko toro. Kia mo taraka. Kia maroko no toroko ko. Birds of a feather flock together. Arumo. When birds fly in a V, which is also like a peace sign, right? When birds fly in a V, not everyone knows this, but often if they're migrating for a very, very long, long way across terrain, across oceans, across time, when they have a long journey, they take turns of letting one of the birds be at the front of the V. That's why the V exists. That's the purpose of the V. And so the bird at the front, the navigator, the lead, the guide at that time, will stay awake and conscious and lead the flock, while the other ones stay in a state of astral, when the other ones are almost like sleeping but still awake, and their wings are still flocking, moving, guiding. I don't know why I can't think of the word for that right now. I wonder why. And so please give me clear divine guidance to be most beneficial for everyone involved. Opening up the crown chakra, remembering our divine connection to the tree of life, to the great and mighty roots beneath beneath the surface. Ah, there's the mist. Good morning. It's so fascinating that like the channeling that came in with the mist opened up into talking about Avalon and the parting of the mist. And it seems now my astral, the gods of my astral. Hi, darling. Hi, sweetheart. What a cutie. Yeah, they're having me move into the channel, the portal of divination, of channeling into this space, like almost just before the mist arrives, which is just like, I'll meditate on that. Because the parting of the mist has to do with, if you didn't catch the other videos, if you feel drawn to, you're more than welcome to look at the last 2 videos in the video playlist, not in the live playlist. The live playlist is the one that the allegory loves to share. The video playlist is the one, for some reason, the allegory says, And I know the ones who are meant to see this, the one it's meant to reach, the people it's meant to reach, the ones it's meant to reach, it shall, it does. Shakespeare's back again. All right, I'm just going to say Shakespeare seems to have become one of my guides over the last 6 months, which is fascinating. I think it was maybe 5 months ago that I did a channeling about the rose frequency. Maybe it wasn't, because earthly time is still a mystery to me. But some time ago, if you look through the channel here at Codes of Harmony, you'll find I did a series of channeled messages around the rose frequency, which is 320 hertz, and is the sound of Om. The Om that you would have done in yoga and meditation if you've ever done that, which does also resemble and reconnect into clearing the throat chakra. Connected to the sound of the universe in harmony. It is also said to be the highest frequency thing that you can consume, the highest frequency thing on this earthly plane that you can place inside your mouth. I mean, I should say eat, I guess. It would make more sense to say. Is that a dragon tree? Or is that a wolf? We must always respect the wolves, for they have learnt things in the darkness of the forest that few can. And they know things and how to move, and what it means to protect the pack in ways that not all beings do. So the beauty is to learn from each other, to teach each other, to share knowledge, to share wisdom, to share song, to have a corroboree. That's my people's